Hey, welcome back to How to Barbecue Right. I know everybody's getting ready to fire up those smokers this weekend for the 4th of July holiday, and I want to share with you an easy smoked chicken recipe that I'm going to build some awesome pulled chicken sandwiches out of. We're going to do just kind of a traditional smoked chicken where we just get some rub, some seasonings on it, and get it out on the smoker. Get the chicken done. We're going to put together a blue cheese coleslaw and a white barbecue sauce that we're going to tie all this together with. It's going to be an awesome sandwich, and I know this is one recipe you're going to want to try. Let's get to cooking. So the first thing we're going to do today is get some seasoning on these chickens. Now these are just regular supermarket chickens. They weigh about 5 pounds each. Brought them home, got them out of the cryovac, pulled out the giblets, pulled out the neck, and rinsed them out. That's about it. Now I said this is going to be kind of a traditional smoked chicken. That just means I'm not doing much to it. Keeping it real easy. Gonna get some salt, pepper, and garlic on it, my AP. Then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of barbecue rub. I'm using the barbecue rub today. You can use any barbecue rub you want. I just wanna get that pretty color on it and add some barbecue flavor. Then we're gonna get them out on the smoke. So I didn't brine them, I didn't inject them. These are just straight chickens from the grocery store. We're gonna season each side, get some AP all over it. Get a little down in the cavity. Turn them back over, start on the back. Hit them with some barbecue rub. We want to make a crust. We want to kind of create a chicken bark. We're going to cook it at a little higher temp. The skin gets a little crispy. So I want a good dose of rub on it. So that's it for the seasonings. We're just going to keep it simple. Now I'm going to go outside, get my Ole Hickory going. I'm going to bring it up to about 275 degrees. And that's where we're going to put these chickens on the smoker. All right, so we got the cooker fired up, and I'm just going to get the chicken on. No right or wrong way to do it. Just grab them by the legs and throw them up there. Let's get the rack pushed back in here. Get the lid closed down. Today I'm going to be using a little pecan wood. I love pecan with chicken. Gives it a great flavor. It's not too harsh. It's going to put a nice mild smoke on it. So I'm going to get this on the fire. Got a good bed of coals going here on the Ole Hickory. It's going to be enough to hold it for a few hours. I'm just going to throw me a couple chunks of pecan on. Get it pushed back up in there. We're ready to let the chicken cook. It's gonna take about 2.5 to 3 hours at 275 for these birds. I'm gonna put a chef alarm on them here in just a little bit so we can watch that internal temperature. So if you're cooking along with me at home today, you can do this on any grill. Just set it up for some indirect heat, run it at 275 with a little bit of pecan wood. It'll be perfect. While the chicken's smoking outside, I wanted to show you how I'm gonna mix together this blue cheese slaw that we're gonna be using today for this pulled chicken sandwiches. The first thing I did was made up a batch of my version of an Alabama white barbecue sauce. It's got creaminess to it, it's got a little tang from the vinegar, and it's got a zip from the seasonings I put in it. And it's gonna be the perfect base for this coleslaw that I'm putting together. I'm gonna start with some red cabbage, just a shredded package of red cabbage, radicchio. We're gonna add about a 1/4 cup of blue cheese crumbles. Got some green onion. Need about 2 big tablespoons of just regular table sugar, and then a teaspoon of some celery seed. Now for the sauce in this slaw, we're gonna add this white barbecue sauce, and I'm just eyeballing it. All right, the slaw's mixed up, and this is gonna make a nice crunchy topping for these pulled chicken sandwiches that we're gonna do after a while. You wanna get it in the refrigerator, get it covered with some plastic wrap, just let it hang out. Moisture in the slaw is gonna come out, it's gonna be perfect. All right, the chicken has been on for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I want to go ahead and get a probe in it. They're coming right along. They got beautiful color. Today what I'm looking for is 165 in the breast, 175 in the dark meat. I'm just going to get a probe here in a thick part of this breast. You want to make sure you don't hit bone, and that's what we're going to monitor. We're setting at about 142 right here on the chef alarm, 143. It's going to take about another 1 hour and 15 minutes. We're about halfway. We want them to come on up to 165. Still got a little smoke rolling. We'll get the lid closed. Just monitor that temp. That's the main thing you can do cooking anything, whether it's chicken or pork or ribs or beef. Hold that temperature steady. It'll get done when it gets done. All right, man, these chickens are finally done, at least according to my chef alarm they are. You can see right here, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it actually says 166. It was going off at 165 when I came out. Now that's all fine, it should be done, but you always want to double check. So I always, use my little handheld version. They look great. They've got beautiful color to them. Let's pull them out here. Look at that, 164, 165. That chef alarm's right on the money. We'll check this one as well. 168. Hey, these chicken are done. That's exactly how we wanted to see them. Juice is running clear. You can see where I poked it right there. That means we need to get them off, get them inside, let them rest. All right, that's what I call some old school smoked chicken. All right, the chicken's been rested for about 20 minutes, and that's plenty enough time to stop that cooking process, let it hang out, and just cool down a little bit. I mean, you're gonna lose a little moisture, so it's important to have it in a platter, some kind of container where you can catch some of it. Now we can pull it apart. You still need some gloves. I mean, I've got liners on underneath these black gloves. Keep the heat off my hands. And you know, picking chicken's really easy. We're just gonna start and pull the legs off, pull the wings off. You know, if you get some of that thigh, I'm gonna leave the moisture in there. I'm just gonna start breaking it off the bone. All right, so we've got the chicken all pulled. You just wanna incorporate it all together. Make sure all the pieces are about the same size, and this looks great. It's so moist. I'm gonna have to get a bite of it. You know, you gotta try it. Man, all that needs is on a sandwich. All right, now we've got all the ingredients here. Now all we have to do is make these pulled chicken sandwiches. And I want you just to look at how much chicken we yielded from those two birds. I mean, this was 2 5-pound chickens, and it made a platter full of meat. That's enough to feed 12 people easy. It's gonna make a lot of sandwiches for your get-togethers. I'm gonna take just a regular hamburger bun. Go ahead and make 2 of them while I'm at it, because you know somebody else is gonna want to try them. We're gonna start with a little bit of this pulled chicken. Pile it up as high as you want to. You gotta get some skin in there, some white meat and some dark meat. Then we're gonna top it with a little bit of that homemade Alabama white barbecue sauce. Then we're gonna top it with this blue cheese slaw. We're gonna put that on this bun. Now it looks good. So you serve those sandwiches, a little bit of spicy sweet fire pickles there. That's all you need for a 4th of July to be banging, I promise you. Now it's time for my favorite part of the day. I get to try one of these sandwiches. I'm just gonna pick this one right here. Oh man, it's all right, some of it falls out. I made it extra thick. I'm telling y'all, I had to clean up after that one. That is one amazing sandwich, and you've got to try this recipe. The tanginess, that blue cheese slaw goes with the smokiness of that chicken, and that white sauce just really sets it apart. It's got a little spice from that black pepper and the cayenne in it. It is amazing. I mean, it's gonna rival any pulled pork that you serve it with at your 4th of July party. Let's talk about what we did real quick today. We started with 2 whole chickens, seasoned them with that salt, pepper, and garlic and some barbecue rub on the outside. Got them on the smoker at 275 degrees until they hit 165 in the breast. You want to make sure it's 175 in the dark meat and the thigh. Pulled them off, let them rest. Put together that blue cheese slaw. It's so simple. It's the white barbecue sauce to give it some creaminess, to give it to a little spice. It's got some green onion in there, the blue cheese. Shredded the chicken once it cooled down, mixed it all back together with a little bit of the juice that drained out. And then we just built our sandwiches. Pulled chicken on the bottom, a little bit of drizzle of the white barbecue sauce, topped it all off with the slaw, and served it with a good spicy pickle. You're not gonna beat that pulled chicken sandwich with that blue cheese slaw and that white barbecue sauce. This whole sandwich is mine. I can't help it today. I gotta go for it. Hey, thanks for checking us out today on How to Barbecue Right. Hope y'all have a great 4th of July holiday. We're gonna keep putting these videos out the rest of the year, so give us a subscribe and come back and check us out. Find us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next time.